start the fourth quarter.
And when you got shooters in the corner like Indiana has, it's really hard to help on that action. They manipulate the 5 players so well with their offensive scheming. Christy Size and her staff do an excellent job of that.
And Carrington.
Problem on the defensive end for Indiana.
It's 7 in the third quarter.
She has not missed at the free throw line.
And leads Connecticut in scoring with 15. It does miss there. Clark with 17, Mitchell with 18. That backcourt has been excellent again here for Indiana. Here are Clark and Mitchell. Clark going behind the back. Runs into Nelson Ododa, backing her way in on Burton. Shot clock down to 5. Whips it in for Mitchell. Smith came down with it, but she's on the ground. Can she get rid of it? It's just going to be a shot clock violation, I think. It's Fever ball.
Dangerous with the ball in her hands.
Well, that's 17 turnovers for Indiana. Really high number here early in the fourth. It's been negated in large part by the fact that Connecticut's turned it over 14 times. They have actually outscored the Sun off of the turnover here tonight.
Lexi Hill goes under that Marina Mabry screen, but she recovers quickly. You got to be really careful because she can do that, and she gets a hand on it.
And Thomas just fires it up there and banks it home to beat the shot clock. Clark launching ahead, and Hull with an answer on the other end. What a pass.
You know it's coming as a defense. You talk about it in scout, yet Indiana runs right by you.
Lexi Hull with the slant route there. Caitlin Clark hits her in stride. Carrington feeds it inside. Here is Thomas. One dribble, extra pass. Mabry sets up Burton. That one rattles out. Good ball movement, but Burton not a great three-point shooter. 25%. Clark driving on Burton, stepping back. She sticks right with her. Clark fires, but can't hit on a three. Oh, look at Boston just wrestle it out of the hands of Nelson Ododa and take it right at her, but Ododa responds with a block. Clark trying to get it in. She's got to hurry. Finds Lexi Hull. Here's Hull on the drive. Last minute looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far ahead. And a foul's called on Connecticut. Boston did a nice job of wrestling that one away. She's won a couple.
Making Indiana work.
Boston backing her way inside. Deep position. She won't miss from there.
She uses her lower body to shield. Rim body ball at that point in the game right there on that spot on the floor, Pat.
8 points, 8 boards for Boston, closing in on what would be your 12th double-double of the season at 11 all of last year. Thomas going to work on Smith. And that shot won't fall with the shot clock winding down. The Fever get a stop.
Well, you give Thomas that cushion on the top because you want her to shoot it, but you've got to make sure you defend her and not let her get that deep.
Oh, ran right into a wall, flipped it up there, and Ododa blocked it out of bounds. On Caitlin Clark's picture for quite some time, and it's not just Simone Biles and David Letterman in the building.
I've got the chills.
Gabby Thomas is here as well.
What a roar by the crowd in the break when they were introduced on the big board in here. Wow. Like I said before, there's generational, there's GOATs, and it's overused, but not when it comes to those two.
Not often you're David Letterman and getting the third biggest cheer in the crowd.
Or fourth if you count Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington weaving through traffic. And a crafty finish for Dejanay Carrington, who's got 17.
This has been Connecticut's pace. They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been excellent. They've forced Indiana deeper into the shot clock. Here's 8 on the clock.
Smith, the shot fake, driving on Thomas, hangs but can't finish. Tapped around. Lexi Hull once again had it but lost it that time. So couldn't secure the offensive rebound for Indiana.
Attacking Indiana's defense downhill.
There's Burton, who has all sorts of space out there. Indiana fine with her shooting. Mabry off balance. And Smith skying for the rebound.
Mabry knows how to create some space. She's been pushing her sisters around for decades.
Clark off a punishing screen from Boston. Out for Lexi Hull. Boston right there underneath, but Connecticut swats at it. Oh, look at Alyssa Thomas.
They'll execute on both ends. Indiana has to be sharp right here.
Boston and Jones. Boston wins the tip. Mitchell tracks it down. A big jump ball there for Aaliyah Boston. Now it's Smith going back at Thomas. Got right around her. Too far underneath. Boston lost it. And that is off of, oh, I thought it was off of Connecticut. Mitchell sizing up Marina Mabry. Ops to Caitlin Clark. Clark trying to turn the corner, gets inside, and shot too strong. Carrington's been lethal in the second half. The step through, lays it in, and we are level.
Typically, Caitlin is responsible for defensive balance, and when she gets all the way to the rim and falls, it's 5-on-4 going the other way, and nobody stops the ball. Indiana's not done a good job of stopping the ball tonight. Off of turnovers or off of misses.
21 fast break points as Mitchell fires away and hits a deep two. Connecticut's outscored Indiana 21-5 on the fast break to buttress your point.
Inside 5 minutes to play in a 5-point game, Kelsey Mitchell is third in the league in what is called clutch points.
And that was her 20th, so she is now the Fever record holder for consecutive 20-point games as Jones spins inside, can't finish. Loose ball underneath again. How many of these have we seen, and how often is it Lexi Hull that comes away? All right, trying to work her way off Burton. Feeds to Boston. Oh, Boston the spin. Oh, but misses at the rim.
I mean, great twist action, too. And then they get 2 points on the other end.
That's a massive swing. The Fever go from up 4 to tied in the blink of an eye.
Connecticut is so quick converting from defense to offense.
Now 23 fast break points. It's the Fever that want to play fast, but Connecticut has done a great job at that game here tonight. Mitchell being smothered by Carrington, but Mitchell just blew by her, then lost the handle. And once again, more fast break opportunity, and they'll have their shot. Knocks that one down. At times in her career, when she was dealing with shoulder injury, she was doing that lefty.
Well, she's got 2 torn labrums, and I asked her, you gonna fix it? No, I'm going overseas to China. I'm not gonna fix it until I'm done playing. And you don't blame her at this point in her career. She's been able to survive because she adds so much other value to her teammates besides shooting a 3.
The MVP runner-up a year ago. She was 4th 2 years ago and will be high on those charts again this season. And Connecticut has a 2-point lead. Mitchell turns the corner into traffic. Hull thought about the 3. Hull back for Mitchell, catch and shoot, buries a 3.
Nice screen by Temi Fagbenle.
House. Neither team is led by double digits here tonight. It's been tight throughout. Indiana trying to earn their 15th win as Mabry just shrugs off Hull and hits a cold-blooded 3.
And she tells Lexi Hull about it.
And once again, there was a timeout in there, but it comes right after an Indiana 3.
Kelsey Mitchell off the Iverson cut.
Mitchell turns the corner, feeds Boston, won't miss that time.
Beautiful pass over the top by Mitchell.
And Boston now into double figures. All 5 Fever starters are.
You go under on everyone for Connecticut except for Mabry.
Burton getting some big minutes down the stretch. Mabry fire away, not that time. Fagbenle the rebound. Bonner and Harris not on the floor right now here for Connecticut. Clark rejecting the screen, behind the back to Boston. Shot clock down to 9. Mitchell catch and shoot, hits a 3, and it's not gonna count. It's not gonna count, it's a moving screen.
So was the ball out of her hands before the screen? Christy Signs is talking to her staff about, do they want to challenge this? I think
bad miss at a bad time.
Mark that down, Pat. 1:50 to play.
Thomas, handoff, Mabry. Well, Boston nearly lost it. Mitchell there to the rescue.
You got to be really sharp right here. No game slippage.
Clark on the drive. Clark lays it in.
No one ever helps on that strong side drive with Clark because there's a shooter in the corner and she can make that pass.
Back door. Here as Burton runs into a wall. Mabry's taken a lot of shots here in the fourth. They'll work the way of Thomas. Thomas splits the double, leaves it short. Boston the rebound. She is swarmed and gets it to Clark. Final 60 seconds, a sold-out crowd to their feet. Indiana's lost just one time in this building since the start of June. Clark shrugs her off. Oh, it was halfway down. Clark can't believe it.
2-for-1 opportunity here, late game.
Lexi Hull has the assignment of Marina Mabry, and Stephanie White will take a timeout.
Clark is down. They like to invert her to the block as well.
So it's Hull over on Bonner, and it's Mitchell on Mabry. That had been Hull's assignment.
Well, I like Mabry with the ball here, making a decision.
Mitchell harassing. Here is Thomas. Shot clock down to 4. They're not going to get the 2-for-1. Thomas had it knocked away. Good hands, Fagbenle. It's fever ball.
Indiana.
For all intents and purposes, the shot clock is off. Hull trying to get it in and got it into Clark, and they immediately do foul. Now Hull will get it in. Kelsey Mitchell hits the deck, and there's a foul. Well, they could challenge this. And
I would not let catch it. I'd make someone else.
They are not guarding Lexi Hull, the inbounder, so it's 5-on-4. They get it into Boston, back to Hull. And Hull
could have been a challenge, which allowed Indiana to keep the ball.
And Hull knocks down the first. Hull with 17 points in her second start of the season. She's been terrific off the bench and now packing a punch in the starting lineup. So Stephanie White will use a reset timeout. Advance the ball. Erica Wheeler. She can get hype about anything. Loving that free throw going down.
You can get a quick 2 here. I would not let Mabry get a 3 off.
Mabry off the screen, weaves inside. Kick out Carrington. She is open. Can't hit the 3. Rebound Caitlin Clark. And is Connecticut going to let this go? Well, it looks for the time being that they are. And they are going to let this go. It's 9 wins in their last 10 home games for Indiana. They snap an 11-game losing streak to Connecticut. And their magic